What's going on, comic book world? It's Jimmy C. It's been a couple of weeks. Videos are going to start spreading out. I'm getting closer to the D-Day, aka the wedding, in September. So, I'm still active. I go to the shows in North Jersey, but I'm not going to be buying as much if I actually do want to get married. Because, I said, let me call it quits when I can before she starts yelling. Anyway, I got a CGC unboxing. Sent some books with my friend Nick. He has a subscription, and 1 month turnaround, about 30 days. End of last week in February, I sent them out with him, saved 20%, and he does a lot of stuff with them. And I didn't know if he was just telling me stories, but it did say on the invoice, rush this invoice or whatever, and we didn't pay express or overnight or anything. So I guess it is what it is. Anyway, let's kick it off. I grabbed 2 books on eBay, went back and forth, and I had the guy invoice me through PayPal to save him some money and me. So I got Spidey $2.99 and 9.8, and I also got my first copy ever of this book, and I said it was time. 300, 9.6, both white pages. I really wanted a 9.8, but it's just the difference, and the 0.2 is astronomical. There was one for 1,000, and I tried to get it for 800, but he wouldn't budge. But long story short, I got these 2, $575 shipped, all in. Pretty good deal, I think. Long term, if they do a Venom movie or whatever. This is a key book that's always hot, and you buy this book right, you're never gonna lose money on it. All right, let's move forward. Last show, I had these books from the last show I went to. What'd I grab? I got this, first appearance of Golem. I only paid like $2.40. I got this at that shop with that girl who's trained like a robot. So this place has been picked clean because they're going out of business. But, you dig a little here and there. You never know what you find. Nothing major, but hey, for $2.40, why not? And then I got these at a show. Guy had a bunch of cool books, $3 a piece. Everything in the box is $3. So, classic Batman cover. It's beat up, low grade, but $3. And then I believe First Mantis, Origin or something. I just remember Mantis and red cover. Pick it up. I train my brain. $3 each. Nothing crazy, but pretty cool. I guess let's do the CGC unboxing first. So we'll start off with the crappy book. Now, I don't know if this has ever happened. This came back in 8.0. Now, the guy who I put the order in with, my friend Nick, he is meticulous. He looks through every book with me. He yells at me when I touch my own books. That's how crazy he is that I touch that. I'm too rough. But that's how he is. He would never let me submit this if it was an 8.0. And I don't know if this happened to you guys ever before, but there's a huge crease here from them opening the book to inspect it. Probably the first, they say 3 guys inspect each book. It was not there. Otherwise, I would never send this book in. And I was banking on a 9.6 or 9.8. Otherwise, the book's worthless. So, there's a huge crease here, and they banged me with an 8.0, and I have no proof. And who am I going to argue to? I'm gonna preach to the choir. So that stinks. But thank God it was this book and not any of the others I sent. All right, let's kick it off. I sent in 2 of the Death of Supergirls. Got a 9.8. I got a 9.8 on one and a 9.6 on the other. If it was CBCS, they'd both be 9.4s, so I'm happy. And it would take 3 more months. The Flashes, not so lucky. Both of them, both 9.6s. I was hoping for at least one 9.8 to keep and then sell the 9.6, but what are you going to do? I think with the show, the show's pretty good. It's moving along. It's a little slow, but I think this is the story they're eventually getting to. And now for the good stuff. My 30 Days a Night, original first print, boom, 9.6. You always want the 9.8, but what can you do? Still a rare book, hard to find. Followed up, got a Black Panther #1, only an 8.0. I paid $10 for the book, $15 to grade it, so white pages, that's huge. One of the Eternals I bought, white pages, 9.6. 30-year plus book. 9.6, that's not a bad grade any day of the week. I think the Eternals have so much room to grow. If the cosmic soap opera plays out with Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity Gauntlet, they need more material down the road. We're talking, God knows when, but it's a, you know, with, you know, Thanos, he's adopted by the Eternals, so like they should get into that story. Pretty cool. And now, Child of the 80s, super happy to get this back. I'm happy with a 9.4. You know, first He-Man and Skeletor in comics, white pages, pretty cool. And last but not least, got this from my friend Greg when I met him in Vegas. He's a Southern Cali guy. Picked this up for me. We worked out a deal. And it came back at 9.6. I knew it was going to be. This spec is actually on all the books, so at least they knew that. But there are 2 little minor spine ticks, so I'm happy with the 9.6. What are you going to do? Okay, that's it. Let me go. So then I just got my haul left. It was a pretty short haul. You know, actually, so I grabbed the nice copy, Bondage, whoop, 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 Bondage Alert. This is one of the cool Wonder Woman Bondage Alert, Plastic Man, the Voyeurs, everything. Only $1. How could you say no? So one thing I do with my friend George, he has the table, and I set up shop there and hang out with him, throw up a box and a couple things. We always play a game to pass the time. Who gets the deal of the day? So, I beat him mostly, and then it's my fault, because I told him about this dealer, and he went, because I found like 1 or 2 cool books, and I didn't follow through. I should have went through every box before I went and told him. So he comes back, he got a Batman, what is it, number 386, first Black Mask, VF Plus, near mint minus. He paid $8 for it. So I was like, you son of a bitch. Because I grabbed first Killer Croc for $5. Well, I'll show you right here. Yeah, so I grabbed the first Croc for $5, and I'm jumping for joy. Look, $3.58. If I would have just went 20, 30 more books deep, I would have hit gold twice. But that's the comic gods. What are you going to do? Anyway, so he got me on a mission, because this was early on in the day, so I had to go and I had to try to beat him. So I want you guys to decide who won, because I went digging on the guys in the guys' other boxes, and look what I grabbed. VF Plus all day. I got it for $12. First Moondragon. Iron Man 54, $12. I tried to get it for 10. He said 12. I said boom. George thinks George wants to trade straight away. So right there, the red flags go off, and I'm like, oh, let me just hold it and think about it. But anyway, you guys decide who got the better deal, or is it a tie? I think we both got good deals. So for me, I'm 50-50, but I don't want to sway anyone's opinion. You guys know better. What else? I grabbed 2 Tim Drakes. You know, why not? With all the pinball action, with, the first Nightwing, or what's his name, catching steam. I figured, why not get the first appearance? And then, this, I think, was the deal of the day. I got 2 low-grade copies, Surfer 2 and 3. He had them down for $20 each. So, I told him, listen, I'll pay your ask on these books. I'll give you $40, and I want you to throw these 2 in for free. So this Jubilee has been shooting up. This is about an F+ copy. And first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet, I don't even know what it's going for, but I think, people aren't paying attention. Once the movies are out, like, this is a nice book to have. So these books were 5 and 6, so, he, thought about it for a second. I said, listen, my friend, no, I was very nice. I said, I was going to offer you $30 for the 2 Surfer books, and then buy these 2, which is $41. So I said, let me just give you 40 straight up, and you throw these 2 in. It's just how, it's all perceived value. And when I said that, he's like, yeah, you're right, no problem. But he was a nice guy either way. So, oh yeah, you know what else I got? I got one thing. So I don't know if I told you guys, in Big Apple Con, I had this awesome artist. He did a Batman headshot for me. Jan Guy will appreciate this. So I finally got back the thing he did. He did the Justice League full cover. Look how nice. Oh my god, look at that. I don't think it stays. Oh, it does stay. It's beautiful. So, this guy, if anyone's interested, he does work. He's a great guy, but, he was a little lacking on the communication. And, 2-3 weeks went by, and I didn't hear from him. We spoke once, and I was supposed to get the books, and a whole nother week went by, and, I don't do business like that. If I sell you something for $500 or $5, I communicate. I tell you when I'm going to send it. I send tracking. If I miss a day and I can't send it till the next day, it takes 2 seconds to text you or email you. Hey, buddy, it's gonna take 1 more day. Sorry for the inconvenience. This guy, nothing. So I wrote him. I wrote him not stern, but I said, bro, this isn't how I do business. I don't want your artwork. I was trying to do you a favor, support you. So we went back and forth. He shipped it out 2 days later right away. He apologized, and he kicked me back some money. So he did the right thing, so I said, all right, I'll keep it, no problem. So I'm all happy, he did the right thing after, we had a couple of words. But what does he do? He mails it in a bubble wrap thin envelope, a fucking piece of artwork. Nothing, no boarding, no nothing. You can't see it, but, like, it's not mint. It's a little dinged up. There's a ding at the top. Like, nothing terrible, but, like, what's wrong with you, guy? If one wrong move and the whole thing's destroyed. You should take pride in your work and, like, cardboard, something. So it's like, you can't win. At least everything's done with. But that's really it. Jimmy C. Oh, you know what? Let me give you the Jimmy C-ism. If I got a good one. If anyone's ever bothering you, you don't like them or they're your friend and they're being annoying, you know what you do? All you do is say, you pick someone they can't stand in life, and you say, so-and-so is right about you, and just walk away. It will blow their mind and make them crazy. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? What did he say? Blah, blah, blah. And you could play with them for a few minutes and then tell them you're just kidding. But either way, it's always a good laugh. And that's about it. Hope everyone's doing well. Perhaps start of the week. Jimmy C signing off.